Hey, welcome to me railway room. It's a bit of a diary of what I'm doing here. I'm really after as much advice and good ideas from the comment section, which I hope people that see this give me ideas and tips and tricks on how to build my first official layout. I've had layouts in the past, but it was just trap nailed to boards. Now this is the first time I'm actually going to do a proper job, and the theme is obviously the Foxfield Colliery. I'm a volunteer at the Foxfield Steam Railway, and I've always wanted to do a Foxfield Colliery theme layout, and unfortunately with the space, the length and the width that I've got, I can't do it exactly. So it's going to be a bit of how it was in its heyday plus a bit more modern, so it's going to be a bit of a Foxfield hash together, but it will be Foxfield themes. As you can see, I've got the head sticks here already built and a few Foxfield locos here as well. So yeah, it's going to be something building from scratch. I've never really built model railways before, as I say, so it's going to be an interesting journey, and this is just the start of the journey. Once I've finished discussing obviously what this video is all about, there'll be a bit of a screenshots of different photos of how I've got to where I am at the moment, because it's taken about 5 years to get my loft done, the boards in and everything else, and there's many different decisions to be made, i.e. track and all that, Insul frog, electro frog. It's all new to me. I'm going to be keeping to analog rather than digital, because I've got some older models which I'll be running and some modified models as well. And throughout the series I'll be doing smaller videos on individual locos which I have, because I've had some kit locos built for the Foxfield theme, because the idea is with doing a Foxfield Colliery it's going to be locos and rolling stock which have been to Foxfield in the real world. So as you can see, I've got method number 2 here, Wimbledon and Wiston, which are pretty nice here. I've got many others to show you further down the road. So yeah, I'll bring the camera over here in a sec so you can have a look. I've just thrown some track loosely down on top because I'm still working through. This is a lot of Hornby track. It's going to be replaced with all Pico code 100, I think I'm going to go for. And obviously I've got to put cork down and various other things, so this is just a rough track plan. It's going to be altered yet. But as I say, this is the start of my journey. It's the first time I've ever got this far with a layout, and I'm determined to take it through, which is why this YouTube diary of my construction as it goes from week to week is going to keep me motivated to make sure I finish this layout. So any help that you can give me in the comment section, advice, absolutely required, I tell you that now. So yeah, I'll bring the camera over, we'll have a quick look of what I'm dealing with. So yeah, although I haven't got the space for the layout that I wanted as the colliery section for this back wall, I've got 11.5 foot length by 3 foot to build the colliery bit in. So it's going to cause a few issues to get the big turning triangle in, which I've had to squish to more of a larger rectangle type thing. You'll see in a minute when I bring the camera over. So yeah, this is where I am now, and I'm hoping to get this done by the end of the year, albeit being well. Bit of a lockdown project, I suppose, in essence. So yeah, I'll bring it over and then we'll have a look at where I am up to date. So a bit of a close-up here then. So this is the rough sort of track that I put down. This is all Hornby set track at the moment, or from sets that I've had growing up. So I've just got to order some Pico replacements for the points and everything else. I'm going to use Flexi track as well to pick it all up. But as you can see at the moment, it's a little bit of a mess, the track plan is, but it works. I can still get the sort of the turning white almost cutting off and squished and brought in. So that this will be where the screens will be, where the colliery screens would be. So this is where the screens are going to be. Got the large head sticks here and the small head sticks. We're going to have an engine shed that will be just here, winding house for this one, and obviously as it goes off this way, it's going to be a bit of a mixture of the old colliery layout plus the new, because obviously I'm going to put a double slip in here because I'm going to keep this little bit of a turnaround section that's just here, and have the track that comes up and then which will join underneath the screens. As I say, I've only got 3 foot of space to try and fit this layout in by about 11 foot, so it is rather tight. So this is where I'm at the moment. I've got, once all the Pico stuff comes, I can lay it out a bit better and work on my track plan because it still needs work. But for now, this is a quick rough look of how I'm going to go with it, with the screens that are going to run along the back wall. As I say, going to have the headgear. These are going to be motorised because these are obviously freewheeling, so they're going to be motorised as well. And yeah, as I say, the engine shed and everything else. And as I say, this layout is going to be Foxfield Railway oriented. Now, this isn't the whole layout, as you can imagine. I've got this section here, which is going to be the colliery, but I've also got three other sides of my loft as well, which is going to be some sort of main line-esque scenery, because I'm going to have 2 train lines that run all the way around the loft consistently, which are going to fit on just this slip just to the left over here, which you can't see just off the camera, which will be where the 2 lines will run in a constant loop. But this is going to be the main focus of these videos, the building of the colliery section of the layout. And as I say, it's a lot of work I've still got to do. I've got to put all the cork down. The board still needs securing down yet. They're just placed on top at the moment. And all being well, I'm going to crack on with this, and I hope you guys can give me as much encouragement, advice as possible, because there's going to be things which I don't quite know, like cork or foam is the one that I'm leaning towards at the moment. I've seen some videos that say if you lay cork down and then nail the track down, you're actually back to where you are in square one, noise level wise. And I know some people glue it on top of the cork, so the different options I've got to think about. I don't know what everyone does out there, what recommendations you can all give me. But as I say, it's a big learning curve for someone that's only ever screwed down track to an empty board to come and design layout in my loft. And as I say, it's taken a long period of time, 5 years to get to the point where I am now, because I've had to have a company out to put a floor in my loft, I've had to plasterboard everything, carpet, and then obviously the subframe of these boards. So we're getting there slowly, and yeah, please comment down below what you think so far. And as I say, we'll have a bit of a shot of some trains running as well at the end of the video, if you stay tuned. But before that, I'm going to put a load of video, footage, photos and other things of the build so far to get into the loft and get to the point I am in now, to see how it was all constructed for you guys. And then we'll get some trains running on the track, and we'll go from there. So yeah, we've had a quick look at the colliery section. I'm going to show you what space I've got for the rest of the layout. So we start with coming over here. I've got this is all 2 foot space. So we've got this that runs all the way down the board. As I say, I've just got some loose track on because I'm doing some test runs with my rolling stock. So there's going to be all this space is going to be available as we come around, and as we come around the corner. As we come around here, the back end, there used to be a chimney which is somewhere here, which has now been removed to make room for the space. So we've got all this back section. This section here is going to be a lift out section because the loft hole is just below here. So this is going to be a lift out section. And as we come around this corner here, one of the provisos that I had on being able to transfer my loft into a railway layout is if my wife could have a small corner to turn it into a Halloween theme. So she's got a few Halloween model bits there she's put to one side. Yep. So as you say, we follow up. As I say, it's all 2 foot all the way around that I've got space for, and I don't have any ideas yet what to do with this space. So let me know if you have an idea what I should do with all that space around the outside. I'm going to mostly focus on the colliery section over here. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and let's get some trains running.